decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling.
Bound to tell the old Bill, Frankie.
Just think of Whitby, Gerard. After the gig, all this will seem like a bad dream.
Where do we stay until then?
Bearing in mind we're skint, I owe my soul to the company store.
The fans of the Frankie Rio trio, Danny. Some are for one night, others are forever.
You'll be doing all right with your grandmother white.
Hey! Get back here!
Have a blue, 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 blue Christmas.
Get out! Hello? Who? Oh, you can't talk to him. He's all tucked up in...
Who is it?
Well, it's what we call Frankie for you.
Well, tell him to clear off. Fancy calling people at this time of night.
He says to clear off. Well, I don't think he's going to take no for an answer. You better talk to him.
The liberty people take. Hello, who is it? Frankie! Why didn't you tell me it was Frankie? Yeah, how are you? Really?
Can you help me? Please?
This Frankie's staying here, is he?
Yes, David. Frankie Rio and his mates are on their way here. Christmas visit.
So, what sort of music do they play?
The best. The very famous Frankie Rio Trio.
I've never heard of him.
Yes, well, you're too young to appreciate real music. We are honoured that they're staying with us.
Tell us your name.
Oh, Rachel.
I'm Frankie Rio, and these are my colleagues, Danny and Gerard. We're musicians.
What happened?
Well, I was hitching from London. The lorry had to turn off.
Where are you headed?
A village further north. Aidensfield?
We were fated to meet.
One for you here, Rob. What is it? Local welfare department. Their London colleagues are looking for a Rachel Godwin, 19. She's from Aidensfield. Do you know the family?
Godwin. No, I can't say as I do.
Well, she's absconded from a London maternity hospital, taking the baby with her.
Well, I don't see a problem.
She signed the baby over for adoption. That's the problem. Now she's done a runner, taking the baby with her. They think that she might be coming over to Aidensfield. Says here her family don't even know she's had a baby. Very tricky.
So, that's it then. We're all agreed. The running order will be as follows.
I've agreed nothing yet.
If you'll just allow me to finish.
Carry on, Mr. Blaketon. There's some just like the sound of their own voice.
Mr. Blaketon, what happens if one of the children recognises me through my Father Christmas outfit?
You pay no attention, David. Just ho, 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 and dole out the presents.
All right, Bernie, through the chair, please. Right, as I was saying, the running order. Gina will open with a couple of numbers, followed by Alf's speciality act, either Il Climor or Drake's Drum.
Or maybe both, if we demand an encore.
And Vicar, you'll be next with your tenor solo of Come Back to Sorrento.
Yes, a touch of Mediterranean light and colour to warm up these chilly climes, I thought. Bearing in mind the purpose of the concert, the relief of winter poverty at Christmastide.
Yes, well, thank you, Vicar. I'll MC, of course, and conclude the evening with a recitation.
Hogging it a bit, aren't you, Oscar?
You missed the last meeting, Father. It was agreed then.
When I need your opinion, Adam, I'll ask for it.
If my part in the concert is not to your liking, you're very welcome to take my place. You or anyone else. Right. Any other business?
Of course I'll help. But what exactly do you want to know?
Well, the welfare people claim that Rachel can't cope with the baby. Was there anything in Liz's notes to suggest this?
It's pretty confidential stuff.
I am aware of that.
I'd hate anything I said to the police to be used to separate a mother from her child.
That is the last thing I have in mind.
Liz was impressed by Rachel. They got to know each other quite well. She found her responsible, intelligent, and trying hard to cope with a difficult home situation.
Did she know about the baby?
Not exactly. Rachel pretended she had a friend who was pregnant and needed advice on termination. Liz challenged her, but Rachel wouldn't allow a pregnancy test.
Why?
From the notes, it seems, Rachel was terrified of her parents finding out.
Mrs. Godwin?
Yes?
I'm PC Walker, this is Dr. Trent. We'd like to have a word with you about Rachel.
Rachel? But she's in London? What's this about? She's all right, isn't she?
So far as we know.
Oh, sorry. Come on in.
Another day older and deeper in debt. And Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Where do we drop you, love?
Well, my parents' house, if possible. But could I ring them first? Just to check I'm welcome.
Rachel has a baby.
You and your husband had no idea?
No. But that explains why she left so abruptly. You'd have thought she could have told me.
Perhaps she had problems you didn't know about.
Well, Rachel didn't get on with her father. He didn't approve of the boy she was seeing. You haven't spoken to my husband about this?
Not yet.
Please don't. Let me deal with it. If Trevor suspects that this boy may...
Our main concern is for the welfare of Rachel and her child. You must let us know if she contacts you.
Why is this a police matter?
There's a legal question about Rachel's fitness to be a mother.
Is there anyone else she might contact?
Rosie Cartwright, maybe. I mean, they were best friends at school. You won't say anything to my husband, will you? Not till I've had a chance to talk to him.
Of course not.
We're here, Rachel.
Mum, it's me.
Oh, thank God you phoned. Where are you?
Aidensfield?
Rachel, I know about the baby. Just come home and we'll sort it out.
Merry Christmas. Time to get out of here, gentlemen.
What about Rachel?
She lives here. Come on.
Hey, Rob. All sorted for Christmas, I hope.
I should be so lucky. Rosie, have you heard from Rachel Godwin?
Rachel? Why'd you ask?
Well, she's just had a baby and vanished with it from a hospital in London.
I haven't heard from her.
You sure about that? We know she had a boyfriend up here. Maybe she tried to contact him.
I'm sorry, I've told you all I know.
Rachel's in serious trouble. Dr. Trent and I are just trying to help. But we can't unless we find her. So if you do hear anything, you'll let us know, yeah?
It's not me. Nor me. It's coming from back there.
Rachel. Oh. Where's the baby?
I don't know. I left him in a van while I telephoned.
What van? Where?
In the village. It drove off. I've lost my baby, Mum.
Oh, come on in, come on in.
I just can't stand it, babe. The way you always try to put...
Vernon! Frankie!
I put a spell on you. You're playing my song.
You've made my Christmas. Oh, this is David. Frankie, he'll be looking after you while you're staying here. Great to see you again, lads.
It's a long story, Vernon, but the trio temporarily is a quartet.
Why didn't you tell them about the baby?
I was desperate for a lift. Some drivers don't want to know if you're travelling with a baby.
And are you sure they're staying in Aidensfield?
Well, that's what Frankie said.
We'll have to let the police know.
I can't do that. Not yet, Mum.
Why ever not?
I can't risk involving the police. I signed my baby over for adoption. I'll never see him again.
Oh.
Rosie? Oh, there you are. I've been expecting you. I need your help, Rosie. Thought you might. There are the police in here looking for you. They know about the baby. Oh, did they ask about Adam? Yeah. Well, they don't know his name. Oh, they don't need to know. If my dad finds out... Rosie, I've made such a mess of everything.
Hey, don't go all weepy on me. We haven't even begun to catch up yet.
I think he's smiling at me.
No, that's wind. You can't hang on to that baby, you know, Frankie.
Rachel will find us. She knows we're staying in Aidensfield. We can't go to the police. They're bound to be looking for us.
Why didn't you let me know? One phone call, I could have sorted that bill.
We had to leave pronto, Vernon. You don't mess around with that Mr. Royston Grenfell.
Royston Grenfell?
He's the owner of the Buckley House Hotel. He'd have had us nicked.
So what will you do?
Well, we can't risk police involvement. Not until we've played the gig in Whitby. Just give us 24 hours.
What's so important about the Whitby gig?
A record company's sending their top man to hear us play. It's a chance. It may be our last chance to record our music again. What are you doing?
Just leave it to me. You artists. You haven't got a clue about business, have you?
Maybe we could ask around. Find new musicians.
We've got to. If the welfare get their hands on my baby...
Oh, there's more to this than finding your baby. There's the adoption thing. You need help.
Well, that's why I came here.
Oh, don't mean me. Look, Rob Walker, the village bobby, well, he says he wants to help. And Dr. Trent, well, she's new, but she's okay.
Oh, I can't risk it.
Do you trust me?
Of course.
Well, I trust Rob Walker to do right by you.
Don't mention our name, Vernon. A bit of hush until we're in the clear.
My lips are sealed. Brandy for me and my two friends, please, Gina.
Oh, can I have one as well, please?
Not brandy, David. Shandy for David. You're driving. Better make it half a shandy.
Who are your friends, then?
Oh, that's Mr. Frankie Rio and his drummer.
Oh, well done, David.
I wasn't meant to tell you that.
Why not the Frankie Rio?
Do you know his music, then?
Yeah. His records are never back in their sleeves in my house, Vernon.
Yeah, well, not a word, Oscar. He wants to mingle incognito.
Well, he said he didn't want people to know who he was.
Hey, Gina. Don't say anything, but guess who we've got in our pub?
Who? Rosie's told us what happened. No one blames you for losing your child.
I just want him back, that's all.
The musicians, what do you know about them?
Well, they seemed like good people. I'm sure it was just an accident.
Did you get a name or an address they might be staying?
Just a name. Frankie Rio.
Does your father know about the baby, Rachel?
Not yet. Mum will tell him when he gets in from work.
What about the baby's father?
I don't want him involved.
You've signed adoption papers. If you've changed your mind...
Yeah, she has changed her mind. We can't force her to go through with it.
Okay, Rosie. Take it easy.
I was ill and upset. I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm all right now.
You've got a good case, Rachel. But the support of your family and the father of the child would make a huge difference.
The father... he doesn't even know about the baby.
Maybe it's time he did.
Compliments of the gentleman over there.
Oh. Thank you. Very generous.
Well, we place a high value on real talent here, Mr. Rio.
Who told them I was here?
Ask David.
Hello, Mr. Rio. I'm Gina.
Hello.
Hey, are you doing a gig round here?
In Whitby, Gina, tomorrow night. Tell all your friends.
Oh, I'd love to go, but it's the village concert tomorrow night. Wouldn't mind doing us a favour, would you? On behalf of all your fans here.
I think I know what you want, Gina.
The piano's through there.
Now there is a house in New Orleans that they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know, 'cause I'm one.
You have to let Adam know. I was trying to keep him out of it. Never mind him. Think about you for once. It's not just Adam. It's my dad. If he finds out...
They're going to find out anyway, won't they?
Have you seen Adam?
We don't exactly move in the same circles, but he shows up now and then.
How is he, Rosie?
Still running scared of his father.
Does he ever say anything? About me?
Enough to know that he misses you. Come on.
That they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy.
Walker, you are listening to history. Frankie Rio, playing in our bar.
Frankie Rio?
Yeah. A musician already famous before you were born.
Mr. Rio? Frankie Rio?
The same. What can I do for you, officer?
Well, you can start by handing over a baby that doesn't belong to you.
Francis Reardon. Okay, I got that. And the others? Well, how about a description of the van? Fine. Right.
Well, we'll keep our eyes open for them. Thanks a lot now. Bye-bye.
On Ilkley Bartat, on Ilkley Bartat, on Ilkley Bartat. That's my concert piece. Either that or Drake's Drum, or maybe both. It's by public demand.
They're going to let you sing?
Why not? Mrs. Ventris reckoned I had a talent for it.
Yeah, well, whatever it was, Alf, I doubt it was singing. Look, contact the local hotels, would you? Give them these details.
What is it?
A character called Francis Reardon and a couple of others. They condo hotel, skipped off without paying.
Ah, musicians.
Seems so. Now, the owner thinks that they might be heading for this neck of the woods.
Reardon. Francis Reardon.
Does the name ring a bell?
Somewhere. Don't worry, it'll come. On Ilkley Bartat, on Ilkley Bartat.
One baby in perfect working order.
Thank you.
You've done a fine job of looking after him, Mr. Rea.
A pleasure. All's well that ends well, eh, Mr. Walker?
You've still to explain why you didn't report finding the baby, Mr. Rea.
I assumed Rachel would find us, and so she did.
Oh, you found him.
Is Dad here?
He wants to see you.
Look after him, Mum.
No, darling. Rach, I've explained the situation to him.
Hello, Dad.
Rachel? Well, at least you're all in one piece, so that's something.
Mum says she told you.
I wouldn't be honest if I said I'm not upset. I had high hopes for my daughter. A child outside marriage was not one of them.
I love my baby, Dad.
And we'll go into all that. And who the father might be. But not now. The point is, you're here. It's Christmas. And we're a family again. That's all that matters to me.
Carol's singers are here.
Just a minute. Hey, little lad.
It's me. I'm at home. Adam, I've got to see you.
I'll see you there. Right. Goodbye.
Who was that?
A client chasing up progress.
Check and double check these specs. They need to go off today.
I have to go out.
Out? Where?
Dentist appointment.
You said nothing about a dental appointment for today.
I forgot.
Oh, don't forget, Adam. Remember.
I don't have to account for every detail in my life.
Mom! Can you mind the baby?
You're going to see that Adam Turner again, aren't you? I heard you mention his name.
I have to see him, Mum.
Your father is trying to accept this situation. Seeing that young man again is the worst thing you could do.
I don't want to hurt Dad, but I have to see Adam.
Your father loves you, Rachel.
He's got a funny way of showing it sometimes.
He believed that Adam Turner was taking advantage of you.
It wasn't like that.
He's the father of your child, isn't he? I only hope you know what you're doing.
Tab. Phil, That was the George Hotel. A bunch of musicians have just booked in.
How many?
A string quartet. None of them match our suspects.
What was that? Oh, 3 musicians skipped a hotel without paying the bill. Well, those fellas who drove off with Rachel Godwin's baby were musicians.
I don't believe in coincidence.
The guy I dealt with was called Frankie Rio.
Frankie Rio? Well, he was famous once.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Of course, Frankie Rio wasn't Frankie Rio. That was just his stage name. His real name was Francis Reardon. I told you to come back to me.
Bill, Rob, Alf told me you were on your way.
Alf told you we were coming here.
I phoned the station to let them know that the little misunderstanding between Mr. Rio and Mr. Grenfell, the owner of the hotel in question, had been settled.
What are you on about, Vernon?
Well, I spoke to the owner myself. We've agreed terms. Mr. Grenfell does not intend to press charges.
Well, he hasn't contacted us.
He will.
I hope you're right, Vernon. Otherwise, the Frankie Rio trio was spending Christmas in the nick.
Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant?
Would it have made any difference?
Okay, I let you down. I should have stood up to my father when he found out about it.
Yeah, but you didn't. He told you to get rid of me, and that's exactly what you did.
I didn't want to finish it. Just cool it off for a bit.
I was pregnant. What was I supposed to do? Hang about until you grew up and told your father to get lost?
I was thinking about us, our future. If I'd have gone against him, I'd have been out of my ear.
I didn't care about your precious family business. I just wanted you.
I haven't changed. I still love you.
I don't expect anything from you, Adam.
Then why did you come back?
This is my home. At least here I've got a chance to stop them taking my baby.
He's my child too. No one will take him away from you. From us. You'll see.
Are you willing to prove that, Adam? Dad? Someone here to see you.
What's he doing here?
We must talk.
I'm speaking to my daughter. Rachel?
Dad, my baby... You tell him.
I'm the father, Mr. Godwin. I didn't know when Rachel left. If I had, things would have been very different. Anyway, I want you to know I love...
What? That you'd like to discuss it? Do the right thing? He's a bit late in day for that, isn't he?
No. I love Rachel.
You Turners, you make me sick. Get him out of here.
Dad, please listen.
Get him out of here now!
You're just like my father. You're two of a kind. I'll see you later, Rachel.
Adam Turner's child. A right fool you've made of me.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, I see. It's all my fault, is it?
Adam wasn't here just for me.
If you see him again, have anything to do with him, you're out of here.
Dad, I need his support to keep my baby.
I'm warning you, Rachel. You'll be on your own. As for his child, first thing tomorrow, I'm down to welfare. They'll be doing us all a favour if he's taken away for adoption.
Thanks again, David.
Yes, you're a real star.
I don't like the look of that sky, Frankie.
Oh, we'll give ourselves plenty of time, Bernard.
Well, if you must, you must.
You may just have saved the Frankie Rio trio, Bernard.
My pleasure, Frankie. You just knocked that record company big shot for 6 in Whitby. Drive carefully, lads, and a happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas! Happy Christmas!
Yes, I understand there's no point in proceeding, but if we could just have that in writing... Merry Christmas to you, too. And Mr. Royston Grenfell of the Buckley House Hotel. Going to drop all the charges against the Frankie Rio trio.
Well, it must have cost Vernon a packet to swing that one.
Well, it'll save on paperwork. Mrs. Godwin.
Rachel's gone. She's taken the baby with her.
What happened?
That's my husband.
Mr. Godwin?
I didn't chuck her out, if that's what you're thinking.
You didn't have to. If only you'd kept your big mouth shut. Please find her for us, Mr. Walker. We just wanted to come home.
Where's the road? We lost it some time ago.
I know exactly where we are.
Rosie, have you heard from Rachel?
No.
She's left home with the baby. Ran off sometime in the night.
In weather like this?
Who else would she contact?
It was Adam Turner.
Well, he still lives at home with his father. There's no way Rachel would show up there.
Call him. He's more likely to talk to you than us.
But what if Rachel's out on the road again, hitchhiking?
I don't even want to think about that.
Brian Turner Engineering. Rosie. Gone where? No, not a word.
Oh, okay. We'll keep trying then. It's no good.
Nowhere.
We did take a wrong turning.
How do you know?
We're completely lost.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rio.
A mother and child, yes. Well, very young, an infant. Are you sure it was Rachel Godwin? What time was this, Mr. Harrison? Okay, thank you very much. Arthur Harrison says he gave Rachel a lift earlier,
Where did he drop her?
very close to Vernon's place.
Right, Rosie, let Vernon know we're coming, then stay here in case Rachel calls. Come on, the rest. I've got the taxi warm enough outside.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby. And
I told Rosie Rachel isn't here.
Mr. Harrison said he dropped her at the top of your drive early this morning.
Well, we haven't seen her.
Well, the only people we've seen is that Frankie Rio trio, and they were leaving.
But Frankie Rio left this morning.
Well, of course, he's got a gig in Whitby. Oh, you don't think Rachel's done a bunk with them?
Santa baby, an outer space convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
Vernon Scripps? Yes, he's here. Hang on. Rob? It's for you, Phil Bellamy.
Thanks. Phil, when was this? Does he know if they were in the van? Okay. Yeah, Century Barn.
OK, thanks, Phil. An elderly couple on Felby Moor spotted the van. It's broken down in a valley across from their cottage.
Are they all right?
Dunno. They can't get to them in the storm.
Who are they, Rob?
Mr. and Mrs. Barnaby of Cotter's Farm. The van's near a place called Sentry Barn.
All right, there's a track up to that barn. I'll take a Land Rover.
Right, shall we?
Right, you better be on the road too, David.
What for?
Because if Rob is going to dig Frankie Rio and his merry men out of a snowdrift, they're not going to get to Whitby for the concert, are they?
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it means you've got to go to Whitby and pick up the big shot, Mr. Connell, who's there to see them perform. Bring him back here and they can play at the Christmas concert at the village hall.
He can't go to Whitby. He's doing Father Christmas at the concert.
Luckily, they have a stand-in, don't they, Bernard?
Oh, no.
I think I remember another joke.
Maybe we should try that building over there.
Round up the staff. It's time for their Christmas pep talk.
You do it. I'm off.
What did you say?
Rachel Godwin's in trouble. She needs my help.
Rachel Godwin? You're still in contact with that little tart?
I'm going to marry her.
If this is some sort of sick joke, Adam, I'm not amused.
I'm the joke. I should have stood up to you before about Rachel. But you had your way. You always do.
I think we'll forget this conversation.
I love Rachel. She's had a child. And I'm the father. It's time you knew.
So that's it. She's trying to trap you into marrying her. Well, I got rid of her once. I'll do it again.
You've messed us up for the last time.
Adam, if you have anything more to do with that girl, you're no son of mine.
You don't want a son. You want someone to punish. You have done ever since Mother died.
Longer, Oscar.
Well, where's David? He should be here by now. The kids will mutiny if we don't have a Father Christmas.
Speak of the devil.
Well, that's not David.
Yes.
It's me, Oscar. Blame Vernon.
Gina, pad him out. Otherwise they'll all think that Father Christmas has been on a strict diet.
Bear me.
Thank you very much. Now, you all know why we're here tonight. We're here to raise money for the needy in our village, but above all, to enjoy ourselves. So let's start the concert with the one and only, the beautiful, the talented Miss Gina Ward.
You took a big risk.
I had no choice, Dr. Trent.
You will have a choice, if you give us time. Running away isn't the answer.
The welfare people want to give you every chance. They understand your situation.
My parents don't care. I'm homeless. Some situation.
Hey, you're wrong about your parents. I think you'll find they care very much.
Someone to see you, Rachel.
Well, did you find him?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, you know, all that snow and all that.
David, where is he? Mr. Connell. Glad you could make it. Vernon Scripps at your service.
Hello, Santa.
I want a word with you.
There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu.
Thank goodness you're all right. You frightened the life out of me.
Well, we lost Whitby, but we live to fight another day.
You may have lost the gig in Whitby, but you haven't lost your big shot. I had him fetched here. I may just have saved your career.
And they met next day as he dismissed his squad. The place was wet and slippy where she trod. An ugly knife lay buried in the heart of Mad Carew. 'Twas the vengeance of the little yellow god. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a final special event to end the evening. Aidensfield proudly presents the one and only, the fabulous Frankie Rio Trio.
Everyone is going through changes, and no one knows what's going on. And everybody changes places, but the world still carries on. Love must always change to sorrow, and everyone must play the game. It's here today and gone tomorrow, but the world goes on the same.
Rachel. Oh, thank God you're safe. Oh. Oh.
Here they are.
So where's my grandson then? Let's face it, we've all made mistakes.
It's all our sins and grief to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. And oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear.